see a grave? Is there a grave with Jupiter? Oh, wait, Jupiter, there was something here, right? Saturn, Mercury, Moon, Jupiter. So it looks kind of like 21. The mark of Jupiter on my map leads me to a square room on the ground floor. Other than an intriguing doorknob, there doesn't seem to be anything of interest until I notice that the bookshelf is mounted on a runner and can slide to one side. I push it and it glides easily, revealing a hidden recess in the wall behind it. Okay. I have an item that looks quite pretty. Oh, I'm assuming there's one between it, right? Hello, kitty kitty. James Herschel. I can't say too much, but it has fallen to me to carry a secret that people would kill for, that people have killed for. It's a lot of weight to carry around in my head, and it's getting hard to bear around certain family members. It occurred to me that it would be safer in an ecumenical. That's not what I wanted, that's not what I wanted. Ecumenical. Is a receptacle commonly featuring a memento mori that acts as an aid to recollection. A memory cannot reside in both the mind and the ecumenical at the same time, and it cannot be stored indefinitely. When a memory has been left for long periods, it can begin to emit unpleasant vapors. An empty ecumenical, on the other hand, has an ominous presence pulling at the threads of one's mind. I'm drained of energy. Maybe? Nope. Nothing to remark. Sensation back of my skull, okay. Makes more sense that it's gonna put it in there. Hourglass, a memento mori. Is hourglass a memento mori symbol? Oh, it's there. I could just turn off the other one from me. Well, you have to pay attention to the little one. She clearly has opinions. I know you also have opinions, Principessa. Agamail! People are getting restless. The followers of Holgar have been marching through the streets with that crazed priest at their head. Not long ago, that sort of behavior wouldn't have been tolerated in Undermare. Now there are people joining in. Principessa, what are you doing? I tried making space for you. You already take so much space on my table as it is. In answer to your question, yes, it is possible to capture a wandering shroud. To the north of town, if you follow the little stream up through the woods, you'll come out on a hilltop that was clearly of some ancient significance. It is not uncommon to see wandering shrouds there. Be patient, be still, and they will come. North of town, if you follow steam through the woods, come out on a hilltop. After a pleasant walk along the back, I reach a series of grassy mounds. The burrows. Whoever is buried in them must have been important in their time. If I am to collect what I have come for, I will need to be prepared. And I assume I will need a spirit bulb. Get your wandering shroud. I sit and wait quietly and patiently, not certain exactly what I'm looking for. For some time nothing happens. And then, long after my mind has drifted towards a warm fire and a hearty supper, I notice a movement in the corner of my eye. A strange thin mist has formed near one of the barrows. It seems to produce a sort of dark light, a contradiction that my eyes have trouble perceiving clearly. The ethereal creature, for surely this is a creature of some kind, ambles towards the wall that I have left out for this purpose. And I daren't breathe as it slowly nestles itself within the receptacle. Okay, that means I can go to the vault now, right? It'll be dangerous, but I have it now. Principessa. I breathe deeply from the spirit world, and it clearly gives my mind. I don't care to linger too long down here, but I forge on until I reach the unmistakable Hall of Shields. A stone sarcophagus sits on its raised portion of a rock in the center of cavern. I hold the torch close to better see the inscription on the side of the tomb. It reads, "The sun's light will reveal my gift." Mystified, I cast my eyes up to the walls of the caverns and search their shields for some other clue, but nothing stands out. Principessa, I love you so much, but I am using my hands. I can't use them to pet you. There's a lot of space on my table. I just don't want you to lie on my keyboard. I don't think that's that difficult. Kachi. Principessa, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? There's enough space for you on the table. Yes. So can we lay down here? Maybe, at least. I love her, but she insists on lying on my table and everything. Don't swoosh the tail at me.
Do you need help?
It's probably fine for now. I just feel bad.
Kačanko, chceš jít lehnout ke mně?
She's so cute. And it would be fine if she stayed like this, but then she keeps rolling over and look how pushed my things there are.
Yeah.
It's because of her and Sloppy doing that. and like she keeps moving and she keeps like rolling around, and like it's like she can't settle down, and I don't know why, because like there is enough space. If she just curled up, it would be fine. I don't know. The sunbone banishes the darkness in an instant, half blinding my gloom-adjusted eyes and bringing summer's warmth to the cold cavern. Blinking and squinting, I notice that one of the shields in particular is glowing in the bright light. I reach up and pull the shield down to reveal a small cavity hewn into the rock behind it. Inside is a blood-red urn. That's quite pretty. Creepy but pretty. Catchy. Is it stable? Kind of. Sort of. I generally need to clean this area of the table.
Can I put it up there? Oh, hi.
Anka, I love you. Yeah, but then I'll need the things there. Like, I don't need them right now, but I also... I don't have that many shelves around as you do, so... I'll just kind of leave things around and then... I don't know.
That's right.
I'm sorry. It's not like I didn't appreciate it. I got to thinking after I left earlier. Transferring this secret in an ecumenical only adds an extra step. Yes, it's safer than walking around with it in my hand, but I wouldn't know where to find it. What I really need is a truth conduit so that I can deceive them into thinking I know nothing at all. Tricks and swindlers to distort and deceive. Designation of dark article that someone to apply to them. Oh yeah, that's this, right? Also because I remember the symbol of deception on it. Evelyn. I've never felt more tired or more devoid of life. Yeah, it's called being depressed. An apathy has settled in my bones that I do not seem able to shift. But while I still have breath in my lungs, I will not succumb to the fight. By the grace of Grey, I will find a way forward. Necrosis. Poison of the mind. Probably not. I have Sonoros. No. Collaborative. What? Why not? Solemn. Repairs been broken. Theoretically. Oh, by the Grey of Grace. Grace. Melancholy. When as a pendant is upon melancholy, they share the design of a shadow catcher. So they have this. Oh, I already have it. Barton Potter. I've had a tip-off about something exciting. Have you come across the so-called nameless gods? Did you also know that the tall stones that you sometimes find in high places were once doorways of a kind? And here's the exciting part, an inscription has appeared on the stone that sits atop Verulam. This is where you come in. I'm confident that a pit will open the doorway. The other option is a Babelia to read the inscription. But they say that if you read the language of a nameless god, you become cursed, which I can't say I like the sound of. I'm leaning towards the more direct approach, but then again, that could be dangerous too. The different elements that make up a pit allegedly represent the earths, the sun, the death or darkness, the druidic, the diurnic, and the noctic. These energies balance in such a way that the objects do not produce a recognizable thermic field. Or the Babelia, right? There's a romantic field pattern, but the items don't have a romantic field. Take field pattern, but the items so do not produce mantic field. Okay. The other one is a pet. Earth, Sun, and Death. Could be this. This does program make. This doesn't do anything. And it also has the beak here. Clay, bone, gold. Okay, it has 3 elements. Earth, Sun, and Death. Darkness. Could be this then. You know, you want danger, go for danger. Thank you. I hope this works. It is a token of my appreciation, something for you to ponder over. Thanks. I love when people give me riddles. While dreams of earning his fortune long banished from his mind, the man brought the casket to a trusted friend, the curator of a museum in Undermare. Together they looked for answers. Someone's in the bathroom doing shenanigans. I am buried with the Knight of Thorns. Knight of Thorns. Huh. Okay. Knight of Thorns. How do I know which one is Knight of Thorns? $13.56. Okay, something that's $13.56. No, I didn't click on that one. Oh wait. The tomb of the Knight of Thorns resides alongside an ossuary filled with the unknown dead from the Battle of Saberfell. It's an unpleasant place that I do not plan to linger in. Happily, I am able to find the item he came for without any difficulty, and I quickly leave and don't look back until I am out in the bright of the day once more. I was hoping I might finish the game today, but I don't think I will, so I think I will finish this day and then that will give me like 3 days left for the big finish. Thomas Pope. Let's pet the kitty kitty. I've noticed that some people claim not to fear death. They say the dying scares them, but not death itself. Not me, not the great Thomas Pope. Give me pain, give me fear. If I can feel, then I know I am alive. Going back to the nothingness, that's what I fear. I'm going to do my best to live forever, starting today with a low M. Thank you for the lurk, honey. Have fun in Deltarune. I hope Anka doesn't turn it off again. Loem. Sometimes called a hand of Jupiter or a fire palm, Loam is an item with enticing power. They can reverse the signs of aging, but anyone who has played that game knows that it can only last so long before time catches up, and when it does, it often hits harder. So, fire palm, hand of Jupiter. Okay. Symbol of fire. Yes, Georgie. Fire and light, heat and life. I don't know, there's something else. Yellow, no, so something possibly with amber. Yellow sandstone, could be. Engraved detailing, crumbly. Nothing to remark. I have nothing to remark. Hello, Georgie. Chills my blood to hold it. What you doing there, Georgie? Usual, not hot exactly, but energetic somehow. From the item or my own imagination. Yes, quiet lances from my body. Georgie! Georgietko. Enticing power. Or a fire palm. Oh, this is made from tin, and then Jupiter's metal or something like that, right? So, could be this? Yeah. Hand in its design made of tin, planetary metal. Oh, planetary metal. Just triangle. Symbol of fire. Oh, I didn't even like put together with the triangle, but hey, did well with the rest. Tommy Brown. Brownie? I went with Mr. Potter up Wellam yesterday. We found a tall stone easy enough and set about our work. Mr. Potter, it told me to stand well back when we were ready, just in case. I thought it had worked at first. Stone opened just like a door, just like Mr. Potter said it would, and then he went inside, but then it slammed shut and there was a noise like thunder. Well, he might be dead. I ran up, but there was no sign of Mr. Potter, and that old stone was a stone again, and there weren't even a crack to show where the door might be. The writing on it was gone too. I don't know what that means. Now Mr. Potter was a fair man, and he paid me fair for the work, but what I really wanted was a thing that he wouldn't give me, a finder's tool. And he had it on him, of course, not that I'd have robbed him if he had left it behind, but then again, he wouldn't need it if he was dead, wouldn't he? Anyway, I don't know its name, but I reckon you'll know it. It had unnatural properties, like it was floating on air. Said he could use it to find its way even in a fog. Let me clean my desk a little bit. Oh, you're a good brain Chipessa when you want to be, and I love you very much. A pathfinder's tool. It was floating on air. Is there something I can describe that it looks like it's floating on air? Valant? Maybe? You find their way, okay. That's it, right? Yeah. Well, I hope you're happy. Agnes Dent. There has been an unexpected death in the family. It has hit all of us quite hard, but particularly my husband. I would like to gift him a heart chamber. Heart chamber. There's a vast skull in the catacombs, said to be that of the beast Blencathra. Followers believe that when he slew it, he trapped its soul along with its power in an item known as the Wrath Chamber. Heart chambers are based on this mythical object, but they have morphed over time into a way to keep those dear to us close to heart after death. This kind of looks like what he's wearing here, right? The other thing, I don't know if I have the other... something that... Another mythical object. When he slowly trapped that soul... Oh, I'll try this. A sketch of Holger. Best Sigilish resembles Holger's Grim Mask. Well, I didn't get that, but sure. I hope it helps your husband. Edmund Bishop. I suddenly remembered this note that I found some time ago, and it occurred to me that I should have given it to you when I gave you the map. The wording is very similar to that note on the map. It always intrigued me, but I never did work out what it meant. Blessing in spring, rising in autumn. Mars in winter, rising in summer. Mars in winter. Huh? Okay, Mars. Me borrow a paper. Something to write with. So Mars in winter. Okay. Blessing in spring. Is there something like a blessing symbol? Analysis. Let me get out of this for a little bit. Blessings in spring. It could be fortune. In winter, rising in summer. And then blessings in spring, rising in autumn. Okay, so do we have any of these symbols here? Mars in winter, rising in summer. Okay. Okay, we have Mars in winter. Rising, do we have a symbol for summer somewhere? No. And then we have blessings. Mars and winter. Blessings in spring, rising in autumn. So come on. Hey Anka, how are you doing? It's just so what, like Mars and winter, rising in the summer, and then maybe like a golden spring, rising in autumn. Okay, I have no idea what this says. I'll have to figure it out. I'll get hints or something eventually, I don't know. What the catacombs? What are you doing there, Anka? Anka! Anka! Play nice, please. Okay. If I had iron and winter, it's rising in the summer, and then we have blessings or gold in spring. It's rising in autumn. I don't have the symbols for here anyway. I'll figure it out maybe at some point. Thaddeus, hello. Something isn't right at the museum. I'm worried it's all my fault. It probably is. I'd hoped my brother would be back by now. Am I not good enough? I had an idea though. I know thaumaturge. I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that correctly. But I think I can weaken it using a witherance. Oh dear me, this has better work. What did you do, Thaddeus? This is the inverse of a fortinance, and is sometimes put to more martial's use. With some stone like the fortinance, but wood is also commonly used. How does the okay. Could be this, maybe? Okay. Stone, gold. Wood is more commonly used. Come on, what is the symbol? Weakness. Well, because fortinance is for strength, right? Yes, so and this is for weakness. So which is weakness, symbols of weakness, yes. Jacob Priestley. My mandate severed need mether. Okay, need mether. Which one do? How did you get your mind severed also? I wanted memories. Restful. Mind to recall what has been found. Okay, so I need solemn ether. There is a noticeable stronger atomic field than the other two types. Okay. I think it's this one. Yeah. So that one is a restful method. And then this one is solemn. I'll just leave this here for now. Yes. Hello, Doctor. How are you doing? I discovered something about an atomic needle. The woman who tried to swim across the lake was compelled to do so by some invisible force. She was looking for something, and whatever it is, it's right here in Undermare. Yay. That's not all. I decided to experiment with the Umbra. When I was under its spell, I heard whispers. Something was calling to me, and it left me feeling terribly afraid. This must be what's keeping my patients in their trance-like state. I've never used the Gaudian siren before, but it occurred to me that I might be able to use it to drown out the whispers. Gaudian siren. Similar in form to atomic needles, serve a very different purpose. They create a strong compulsion like a siren skull that can be used to divert attention. Okay, let me remind myself how the atomic needles look. That's this, right? Maybe that's them? What a principess, huh? Maybe. Great, strong compulsion. It takes great effort to tear my eyes away. Okay. obelisk shape. Okay. Okay, let me end the day and do the card. Curator learned that the Nailing casket is a dark article, a glass reserved for the most cursed and the most dangerous of objects. He locked it away deep within the museum archives, along with other such artifacts that are best kept from public eyes. I am under the barn where the axe meets the tree.